play now for you. Yeah, that'd be great. Welcome, guys. The sixth week of our fast track to executive. It's so good to have you guys on. I know that it's been an awesome 6 weeks. We've obviously gone through a lot, and the really cool thing is that we'll have these training videos for you guys if you ever want to plug in your team to some additional training, which is exciting. Just give me 1 second. Just get out. Just can you pause it for a sec? Sorry about that. Okay, so welcome to week 6, and you know, over the last 5 weeks, it's been really exciting to run this fast track and have you guys a part of it. It's so good to have you guys on till the end. So tonight we're actually going to be covering a couple of things. So first and foremost, tonight's training is around setting your person up for success. So I'm going to be sharing with you our 5-star service system. We touched on it last week, and then we're also going to be talking, you know, a little bit about your belief and what you can really do to overcome an objection. I want to share this with you guys because I feel like when you get the belief sorted and you've got objections coming at you, you won't fear them as much. So I'm just going to share my screen. We're going to go into our Team Free awesome page that we have. Love our Team Free page. And as you'll see here, Rach updated our Team Free system just with a different picture. So you'll see that there. But we'll go into step 1, which is 5-star service. So I'm just going to click on that. So this is what you'll do with each and every person to give them the best support possible so that they feel like you're looking after them, so that you are there with when they have that aha moment. It's really, really important. And also so that you can coach them through their ups and downs and help them get to a point where, you know, they're really loving the system, because without our customers, we don't have our business. So as you'll see here, 5-star service, first step is how to enroll a new member. And the really exciting thing about this is now through the support of Rach and Marcel, you now have the ability to plug your team member in to watch a new enrolling video, which is great. You've got how to enroll a new member, but we've also got some step-by-step screenshots of how to enroll a new member through your back office. And as we keep going down, we also have how to enroll your new member via, and I'll just go down a little bit further here. We also have how to enroll your new member with regards to your IsaLife app. So creating your carts in your back office and then being able to forward that on to your new customer so that you can use the IsaLife app to its full potential. So the thing I love about the IsaLife app is we can now get people signed up within, you know, 2 minutes. So love that. We've got it there so that you've got a place to be able to plug your person into. It doesn't mean that this 5-star service doesn't mean you just put someone there and leave them. You're still stepping them through the process. You don't have to do too much thinking. It's all there for you. Now, step 2 is sending your customer a welcome message. And as we've got it here, you just copy this and you forward it on to your new customer. Obviously, you will put in their details here. We've now updated it to have IsaLife app and website login details. And we've also obviously got the back office there. But I'm just going to click on here. This is what your new customer will see now. So this is their new welcome to Isagenix website that they get via text message from you. So it gives them 5 steps. So download the IsaLife app. We have now actually put in the shake and cleanse videos and processes in the one link, which is really exciting. So you don't have to click in and click out. We've also got a back office tour and auto ship. Enroll in the IsaBody Challenge. We've got step-by-step programs in there to help them enroll. And we've also got enrolling in the Healthy Mind and Body. So every step here actually has a step-by-step process for them to be able to enroll themselves in all of those programs, but also to be able to look at the shake and cleanse videos, to understand a back office, to download their IsaLife app, and to set themselves up for success before you actually have the setup call with them. What we've now added in is we've actually added in a new section here, which I'm sure you guys have seen, but it's actually a refer a friend section. So when they're looking at their phone, you actually have the ability now to get them to click on how to earn $820. We've also got the social media post and templates in there, and we've also got the text message template. So when you're talking to someone and they're setting them up for success and they've gone through the 5 steps and they feel like they're ready to go, the next question you're going to ask them is, would you be open to getting your products for free? Now, if they say yes, awesome, you're going to go through the you share, they share, and then share with them a social media post that they can do then and there, and text messages. So you don't have to then go back out, go and find those templates and then send them to them. You've actually got it there in one place so they can do it on the spot. It's going to be much easier, less clunky. And what I've noticed is people are doing it, and also Rach Pedretti is getting a lot of her team to do this step because it's right there in front of them, which is exciting. If they say no, they don't want to get their products for free, that's okay. I'm still obligated by the company to share, you share, they share. So we always want to be writing that out and getting them to do it. But we're really excited about that. The new welcome message, we really feel like we're setting everyone up for success. It's easy, it's streamlined. So really get your head around that. Make sure that you're running every one of your customers through that so they have a great experience. Okay, I'm just going to go back here for a quick second. All right. So once you've sent that, step 3, we've now got adding your person to the healthy living page, which we had before, but we've now added in a couple more steps to actually adding them to the pin post. So making sure they're aware of the pin post, and then making sure that you're welcoming your new customer to the healthy living page. So we've got that all in one space for you. And again, we're noticing that this is getting duplicated in our business. New people are coming into our organization and they're following these steps because it's right there in front of them. Again, it's less time that you guys are going to spend with them, which is exciting. We've got our setup call. So this is your setup call script. We've actually rewritten the setup call script. I'm just going to move that. I'm just going to try and move this. Sorry. Okay, so here's your setup call script, which is, again, I can't wait for you guys to go through this step by step and really see how simple this is. But this is really running them through that welcome to Isagenix link that they get. So you're going to just quickly go over those 5 things that are in front of them. So the IsaLife app, the importance of the IsaLife app, you're going to explain that. You're going to make sure that they've looked through the Shake and Cleanse Day videos and the schedules. What day have they chosen for a cleanse, and do they have any further questions? The back office tour, so making sure that they've watched the back office tour, explaining to them about the 16-week challenge and how it's free to enter. They get a $200 coupon for completing it. They get an opportunity of winning $50,000 now if they happen to win globally, which is exciting. And we're just really asking them, have they entered, and making sure that they go through those steps to enter. And then obviously step 5, we're going through the importance of the healthy mind and body and how this program breaks down those habits and forms new habits. So really working on their mindset. We've got the cost in there. So it's really simple. The next step, which is crucial to helping your person have a great experience, is explaining to them what they're going to expect in their first 14 days. Obviously, the first few days are going to be, challenging. We're going to be working closely with you. Day 5 to 7, the fog's lifting. You're starting to sleep better. By day 10, you're loving us again. By day 14, you're really having those moments of, I've never felt this good before. And, this is when people are going to start noticing, and they're going to start coming to you and asking you what's going on. And that's when you go into, would you be open to getting your products for free? So when we're on the setup call, we're going through this process to make sure that our customers getting set up for success. We've got the you share, they share script, and then we have the steps of what to do next. So the next step is to post on Facebook tonight at 8 p.m. and send a few text messages to your friend, letting them know what you're up to. Click on step 2, the curiosity Facebook post is provided. Click on step 3, the text messages. We'll work out one that resonates best with you. Now, if they're a business builder and they're really wanting to come into this business and build this with you, here are some 4 great questions that you can ask. How much money do you need a week to make a difference in your life? How many hours per week do you have to invest to create that income? How many months, years are you willing to commit to achieving that income per week? And on a scale of 1 to 10, how committed are you to achieving your goals? Those 4 questions really get you understanding how much time and energy you can really put into this person and help them get the success they're looking for. And then what we want to do here is jot down, the date of when they're going crystal manager, crystal director, and crystal executive. So that now is a process. And I was actually unfortunate. I wasn't able to get on the call the other night with Gemma, who has just enrolled into our business, and she followed this setup call script, never had enrolled anyone in her life, and said it was really simple, seamless, and she knew what she needed to do next. So plugging your people into this is so crucial. How you set someone up is how they're going to set their people up in your organization. So if you want them to be supported, make sure you go through that process. And the last step is really that step of looking after your customer from day 1 to day 30. So we're just checking in day 1 to 5 because we know it's going to be an up and down process for them. Day 6, we actually have a phone call script in there of what to say on day 6 to help them to maybe get to share if they're having great results. Day 13 to 14 is checking their results, making sure that, they're happy with everything. They've obviously come off their second double cleanse, feeling amazing, hopefully. Day 20 is auto ship, and day 30, we're getting them to post their results. So you've really got 3 checkpoints, day 6, day 13 and 14, and day 30, where you can help them get paid so that they can then go on to the 2nd month and 3rd month and continue with Isagenix. Because if we don't get them paid, the chances of them staying on long term are much less. So we want to try and get them paid. All right. So there's our 5-step, 5-star customer service. Once you start going through this, the steps will become easier and easier and easier. The most important thing here is we're making sure we're sending the welcome message. That's crucial. We're doing the setup call, and we're making sure we're supporting them. They're really the most important steps. Obviously, we're adding them to Healthy Living, and we know how to enroll someone. But really setting them up for success. The setup call and then supporting them is crucial. So hopefully, that's now starting to make things really streamlined for you and your business and your team. I'd love if there's anyone who would love to share if they're using it, if they've got any of their team members using it, if they've got any feedback, how we can continue to improve it. But love to hear from you guys.
Well, I've been out of the loop for a little while, so I kind of lost my momentum, but this is really exciting to just go over this again and just remind me how simple and straightforward it is. Like I know that we sort of covered it a little bit at the first when you went out, but it's really great to see it's been updated with like how to get, how to refer a friend and earn $820. That just sounds really appealing. Like, it's not, do you want to build a business? It's phrased really well, I think.
Oh, that's good feedback. Thanks, Nina. We appreciate that.
Nice. I think it just, people sometimes go, oh, do you want to do it as a business, or however you phrase it? But we live on referrals constantly, or just, people get sort of kickbacks here and there in some sort of reward, whether it's flybys or something or other. So why not, refer a friend and $820, especially coming up to Christmas. $820 can make a big difference.
Yeah, it really can. And, our job is to set people up for success. And yes, like I want us as a team, Team Free, to be known as a team that across the whole of Isagenix network marketing, that this team really supports their people and helps them get results. Like, really is there to make sure that they're there to push through and get results. And if getting results mean that they need to get paid in order to stay on for another 30 days, then we now have the system in place from the Say, Share, Do system. So we've used some of those Say scripts, and we've moved them around a little bit. But the ability for you guys to go, do you want to get your products paid for? And they say yes. And then you go, right, see where you've got your, that website link open. We've actually got how to refer a friend here. So just all you need to do is just copy and paste. So it really takes all the guesswork out of it for your customers. We had someone this afternoon through Amy's team. So Amy's just enrolled with us. She just got to Chris, the manager, and she got a lady started yesterday, and she said, would you be open to, getting your products for free? She said yes. She said, great. The next step is we do a Facebook post, tonight. So this girl did a Facebook post this afternoon. She has had 22 comments, and over 12 people are saying, I want more information. This has just happened this afternoon. So I want to challenge you guys and go, what are you missing out on in your business by not getting someone to do a curiosity post? It is massive, massive. And I learned something today that, that blew my mind as well, is that you have a 72-hour window for your person to share Isagenix. So there's a 72-hour window when they start to really get them to share, to have them ready to go, yeah, I want to share this with other people. So just be aware of that. Just be aware of that the importance is at the start. Getting them to share, getting them to do a curiosity post, getting them to share with their network what they actually have started. So think about that. 22 comments from this girl's post. Just imagine if you could get your next 10 people in a row to do a curiosity post. What would that look like for your business? All right. So if you've got any questions with that, please reach out. Let us know. If there's some clunkiness in there, let us know. It's always going to be constantly improved, no doubt. We're always trying to make it simple and streamlined. What I'd love for you guys to do now is I'd love for you to write down the next five areas, and that is, we're going to go over your belief. And it's company, comp plan, products, network marketing, and you doing network marketing. So I'd love for you guys to write this down. Write down company, comp plan, products, network marketing, and you doing network marketing. And just put a number next to it, because this is something we need to check in at all times. I would be doing a quarterly check-in on this. Every 3 months, really checking in to see where you're at with these levels, because that's going to go into the next part I want to talk about tonight. But does anyone want to share what their numbers are out of 10?
I'm happy to share.
Love it, Fawny. Go for it.
So for me, for quite a long time now, everything's been a 10 except for me in network marketing. And that's kind of gone anywhere between a 4 and a 7, I would say, the whole time I've been doing it. But I think the biggest issue I'm having lately is that my thoughts around the products have been dropping. I've had a lot of people coming to me saying that they've been having issues with the products, and it seems like an abnormal amount that have been having issues, and they're like, I'm stopping, it's actually not working for me. And so I think that's probably something that I have to work on, and maybe I just have a lot of abnormal people. But yeah, it's been interesting.
And what's been mainly their complaint for?
Like medical issues. So there was one girl who I actually spoke to Danny Catania about, who was getting gastritis, and I get gastritis as well, which is basically a wearing away of the stomach lining from too much stomach acid. And there's another one that's having issues. She said that the products are going right through her, and I think that that's probably a lactose issue, but it's only just started after several months using the products. Just all kinds of different things. It's just really weird.
Yeah.
But it's just when it starts to become constant, when there's like person after person and they all say they're having issues. It's like, you know, after 4 years and now you have all these people having issues.
Yeah, look, it could be a, you know, you're just in a process. You know, it's interesting because I've had 2, 3 or 4 people over the last week come back and, you know, have said that they don't have the energy, or they're tired, or they're this, or whatever it might be. And, you know, to Rachel's credit, like my Rach, she's really been sitting down with them and nutting out what they're doing daily. And 99% of them have not been following the system to what we want them to follow. So, you know, they've been having 2 shakes a day and 1 meal, not enough water. You know, not cleansing two cleanse days in a row. So when you're actually getting these responses, you know, medical's different, but you want to really make sure that they're having their shake in the morning, they're having their mid-morning snack, you know, 150 to 200 calories, they're having a lunch, and they're having a snack in the afternoon and a main meal. So yeah, it's always, medical's different. You got to be tread careful there, but you want to make sure that you're really understanding how they're following it. And that's why the 5-star service is so crucial. If you're in contact with them in those first 5 days through a text message, you give them a call on day 6. That's a week of them using the products. At some point, you're going to find out where they're at in those first 6 days. But if you get them started and you don't hear from them for 2 or 3 weeks and you haven't checked in on them, they could be doing anything. Like, they really could be, because unless they're really self-motivated and self-driven and are really wanting to follow it, it's so easy without support just to do whatever. So we get paid to support our people for 30 days and beyond. So not saying not supporting them, just saying.
Yeah, I do that. I've been finding that it's been people who are like 2 or 3 months in or more, and then all of a sudden they've started having issues. Now, some of those people, it might just be an excuse of they've let themselves down and, you know, it's not working for them, so they're trying to find a way to get out of it where they don't have to blame themselves, which I get. I've done that before as well. But some of them, it's just baffling, some of the stuff that's going on, and the fact that it didn't happen straight away. It started happening quite a way into their journey. So, yeah, it's just a bit strange.
I always go back to look at your before and after and just see if it's worked for you.
Yeah.
Because, and the reality is, it's not going to work for every person because of their body is made up a certain way, and that's why there's a 30-day money-back guarantee with Isagenix, because there are things that go on with people's bodies, right? You know, it's not magic, but the reality is what we need to do is we need to support people the best we possibly can, give them the support we need, get them in front of Danny Catania, get them in front of tools and other information. But at the end of the day, it's up to that person to follow it and to really want this for them. So
yeah,
it's rather than look at other people and how they're going with the product, look more internally at you and how, because this belief is not other people's experiences. This belief is your experience of the products. So what do you believe in the products for you?
Yeah. Yeah, I get what you mean, but I think that when you see a lot of people that seem to be having bad experiences, it makes you question it.
Yeah. So I would do a little bit of work around doing some research yourself with, Danny Catania's stuff and really start to put some stuff into your ears that make you then start to go, yeah, like these products are incredible.
Yeah.
Sometimes your belief can get knocked around because you're not doing the study yourself or you're not really absorbing the science of it. So someone might be having issues, but when you understand the science, you're like, really? Maybe it's their body. So I would look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyone else? Anyone else's numbers? Love to hear them. By the way, if you're a 10 in all areas, you should be literally just enrolling like 5 to 10 people a week, every week for the rest of your life. Because if you're a 10 in all areas, you would be telling every person that you know and meet. So just to keep that in mind. If your business isn't where it is, there'll be an area here that's lacking. Hands up if you're scared to talk about the money in Isagenix. Anyone? The business model. Names, cool. Unmute. Hey, Names.
Yes.
What's your belief in network marketing?
Well, it's improved significantly this year.
Yeah.
In terms of, I've actually for a long time always had probably a 7 or 8. I wouldn't say 10 out of 10. It's really just this year with Isagenix really getting to a 9, 10 out of 10. Undoubtedly, the best business system in the world. But it's always been it's the psychology I have to break from my own thinking that has sort of from the past either just had obviously a few goes at it, and so the tying in with me. So network marketing as a business model, the belief is really high. Like I put a 10 because I wouldn't have put a 10 last year. I would have probably put 5. Like it's not for everyone, or it works for some, or whatever it is. But I feel that it had sort of been tied into then me doing an MLM. So I'm kind of like 4, and it sort of ranged from 4 to 7, sometimes 5 when I stop the momentum. Like when I start backing off on the activity because I get distracted or derailed or discouraged, too in your nose, and then I'm like, I'm really burning through my list again. And so the number drops. So as the number drops, the activity sort of is in danger of dropping as well, because you're kind of going through that cycle of just leading. I think the other day I just thought, what am I sitting around for? It's like when I don't feel like going to the gym, what do? I still force myself to go, because once I go, I feel better. Yeah. So why am I waiting to feel better about me doing MLM or network marketing to start doing it? I should just start doing it, and then I'll feel better because I'll start getting some activity going again. And, a little bit with Fawn. I had a couple of people that had a not so flash experience, not back to back, but it was kind of like surprising because I had such an awesome experience. So did Laura, so did Michael, so did my mum, so did a bunch of other people. The products and all that, I realised that everybody's body is different, so it's not going to work for everyone all the time, but or people's bodies change as well. It might start working really well and something changes internally for them and then doesn't work. One of my cleansers recently, when she was doing her first 30 days, I think a week into it, she was like, I feel really unwell and all this sort of stuff, and on the Monday. And so I kind of asked a lot of questions about the weekend. No, I was doing it really. And I'm like, okay, so what did you actually do yesterday? Oh, we did this, that, and the other, and I drank this shake then and that. Oh, yeah, we went out to dinner and I had half a bottle of red wine.
Yeah. Yeah, look, that's the thing. Like, the reality is people are going to put up so many excuses. People think they're doing exactly what they're meant to be doing, but reality is they're not. If they're following this system 100%, they're going to get insane results. Like, we know it.
Yeah.
We just know
I
it.
actually
Like,
forgot that she had half the bottle of red wine until I started actually asking her. It wasn't that she was avoiding answering me. I think she just genuinely forgot that she had quite a bit of red wine at a birthday dinner or something. Then she went, oh yeah, that's probably why I'm not feeling so flash. I'm like, and you probably weren't drinking much water either.
yeah. Okay. So your number in network marketing?
My number in network marketing is a 10, but it's probably not congruent with me doing network marketing, which is like 6.
Okay. All right. So that's the thing. Like, what I would be looking at is what's your number in the company, the comp plan, the products, network marketing. So they all seem very high.
Yeah.
But it's just the number of you doing network marketing. Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's cool, right? So the thing that's going to help that, what do you think the thing that's going to help that number grow?
Just leading by action.
Yeah, 100%.
Doing it and connecting with you guys that are where I want to be. You know, you're all amazing and inspiring people, and just really staying close and not because a bit of a habit can be is to start distancing yourself from people around you that can help you push through it, because you start going into a bit of a shell.
Yeah. Yeah, look, the thing is that it's if your number is low in you doing it, then that's where you want to really look at. You want to look back at your goals. You want to look at your vision board of where you're going. So they're two really big things that I would look at. Like, you doing network marketing it's always going to be very, very low for all of us when we start. Like, most people are going to be very low in that area until they actually do it. And then, like, what would be your number by presenting in front of 5,000 people at Celebration? Like, your number, I don't know what your number would be, but until you do it, your number's much lower, isn't it? So the only thing that's going to help you,
that's for sure.
yeah. So by moving that number up is by staying consistent. Is by staying consistent to doing the daily action steps. And the more that you stay consistent doing the daily action steps, the more that number's going to start moving. And then you start to build that momentum again. So focus on back into connecting with people, making sure that, you know, you are sending out your 3 messages or your 2 messages or your 5 messages, whatever your number is, and just get back into the flow of that, because I know what you're like. As soon as you start sending the message, you just get on fire and you just keep going. It's just sending that first or second message of the day and getting it done so that you can sit down with your daughter late at night and spend that time with her. You know, so it's like get home, hour of power, and then switch off.
Yeah.
You know, so, and then that number will start to move. You know, it really will. Okay. So I wanted to share with you, and then I'd love to hear from you guys if anything's, you know, really holding you guys back. But I wanted to talk about objections. Hands up if you're scared of objections. Like, be honest if you're scared of objections. We have like the most on fire team of all time. No one is scared of objections on this call. All right, awesome. So just grab your phone and just pick any number in your phone and just ring it. Yeah? Yeah. So in the Fast Track to Executive thread, I just put a video for you guys. Ben Kelly, you know, absolute superstar in Isagenix Millionaire. But that video that he's done goes for about 14 minutes. It explains what you have in your hands. It really explains network marketing and what's in your hands. So spend 14 minutes watching that. If your number is a 10 for network marketing, by the time you watch that, it'll be a 15. Like, it literally is the best video for understanding how good network marketing is as a business model. and understanding that most traditional businesses cost about $50,000 to $65,000 to start in Australia and New Zealand, and it would take you 25 years of buying product for you to spend $50,000 in Isagenix as a business. So just get that one through your head and realize how good this business model is. 25 years of buying product that you eat to be able to build this business. That's your outlay. All right. So I don't even think I need to go into the next bit because no one's scared of objections. So that's awesome. We'll just move on. But if you're scared, if you are looking at objections and scared of what people are coming back, like how about the one where it's like, is that a pyramid scheme? Is that a Ponzi scheme? We get that a bit, right? The most important thing for you when you're getting those sort of objections, the negative objections, is what we call take it away from the person. So it's the lean in, lean out mechanism. So if you're literally asking someone to take a look at what you're doing and they're like, is that a pyramid scheme? They're essentially leaning away from you, not wanting to know anything about what you're doing. If you then lean in and try and persuade them and get them to start, even though they're bringing negativity to you, it's going to be a very uncomfortable conversation that you're going to have with this person. Because at no point do they want anything to do with what you're doing. But if you get into that convincing game, it's not going to work. So the key is, the key is to take it away from them. So, may not be a fit for you, appreciate your message, not a fit for you. That's totally fine. So the moment that you disengage from a negative response on social media or when you're out and about is the moment that that person will either A, leave you alone, or B, lean back in towards you to find out more about it. Because I want you to write down this. Overcoming any objection is all about posture. Overcoming any objection in network marketing is about your posture and how much you have belief in those 5 areas that we just wrote down. So if your belief is really strong and you have someone who's negative, then you will disengage from that conversation immediately. You'll be like, it's all good, it's not for everyone, enjoy your day. Do not ever fuel negativity. Take it away from them. So posture enables you to walk away from that conversation immediately and not engage in it. Because one thing is, you guys are going to be coming up to Christmas time where you're going to be talking to a lot of people at Christmas parties, and you may get some negativity coming towards you. Oh, that's a pyramid thing. Oh, that's a shake diet thing. Yeah, it's not for everyone, but it works for me. Yeah, it's not for everyone, but it works for me. Yeah, it's not for everyone, works for me.
Is that the phrase that you use? Sorry, just to interrupt you there. Is that a phrase that you use? It's not for everyone, that works for me? Is that?
Yeah, not for everyone, but that works for me.
Mm-hmm. That's good. People can't really say, well, no, it doesn't work for you, because that would be passing the comment on your life that they don't know anything about.
What's that?
If you say it's not for everyone, but it works for me, they can't really say anything back to you about that, because
they can't. You diffuse the process.
Yeah.
Not for everyone, but it works for me. Do not engage in the negative responses to people, because at no point are they ever going to start in your business. I don't know anyone in 4 years that has said to me, is that a pyramid scheme, who's in our business? There's not one person that I know that I've got started. And Urena, no one?
I have to say to you, the people that actually say that to you, they have no idea. They're just saying that because they want to sound smart, but they're not entrepreneurial. They're not, they just don't think that way. So no need to even go there, really.
Yeah. it is wasted energy and emotion, and you're the one who's going to feel the worst out of the process. Because by them saying it's a pyramid scheme and you trying to convince them is fueling what they want. They want that. They want you to try and convince them because they're laughing. They're laughing at you while they're doing it. Take it away from them. The only thing that's going to happen is they're going to come back and ask you more questions about it because of your posture. Your posture in this business is absolutely everything. Just get that. Your posture is everything. Your belief in the company, your belief in the comp plan, your belief in the products, your belief in network marketing, and your belief in you doing it. If that's strong, no one can knock you off. No one can knock you around, knock you off your perch. If you're struggling with the products, your belief is low, make sure you have a cleanse. Make sure you have a double cleanse. When was the last time that you had a double cleanse? When was the last time you really felt the products? Because if someone's saying to you that they're not liking the system, it's not working for them, they're tired, they're this, they're that, and you've just come off a double cleanse, how do you reckon you're going to respond to those messages? You're going to respond in a way of, really, I feel incredible. Let's talk about this. Let's see what we can do to make this work for you. But if you're sitting on the couch eating a bag of twisties and someone's saying to you the products don't work, you're probably going to believe them because you're not following it yourself. All right, so that's me done talking and sharing what I wanted to share tonight. I really wanted to share about the 5-star service and your belief. And really out of tonight's call, you know, it is the 6th week of this training. You know, setting someone up for success was what the main thing of tonight's was, but really understand, check in with your belief and your posture. How are you turning up into the world? How are you turning up on social media? How are you turning up when you're around your friends? Are you talking about how good you feel to other people? Because if you're not feeling good with Isagenix, like if you're not feeling the products and loving the system, maybe you're not following the system. But if you are feeling amazing, why are you then keeping this incredible system from other people? So that's the other thing is, if you're feeling awesome every day, post about it. Talk to your friends about it. Share with them. Ask them for referrals. Do you know anyone who wants to feel 10 out of 10 like I do? I feel awesome. Do you know anyone who wants to feel great? They will buy your energy and your posture, not the products. They want to buy what you have. They don't want to buy a shake canister. They want to buy the feeling the shake canister is going to give them. So really focus on that. When you're turning up tonight, tomorrow, in your business, how are you showing up? Are you showing up with lots of energy? Are you showing up wanting to share this and help other people? Are you showing up with unwavering belief in all those areas? Because it doesn't matter. Your belief doesn't have to be 10 out of 10 in these areas. It's probably not going to be, but going to work on those areas is really important. So if your belief is low in the comp plan, you need to go and look at the Jim Coover full comp plan and study it and get your head around it. Because when you get this comp plan, you won't sleep. I talked to a guy today who said that he had one person in his team enroll in their team within a 12-week period, 3,000 people. But because he had this breakaway system, he couldn't get paid off those 3,000 people. He only got paid a certain level. So there was all this money that he missed out on. When you understand that Isagenix is unlimited depth, so if you enroll and get someone to bring in 3,000 people, you're getting paid on all those 3,000 people. When you understand that, then you won't sleep. You understand how good our comp plan is. You want to tell the world who want to earn some income. When you watch that Ben Kelly video and really get what business you have in your hands, for a small business owner, if you're talking to a small business owner and they're struggling to make ends meet, and you know about this Ben Kelly video, you could send them this Ben Kelly video and go, hey, you know, it may or may not be for you. I know that you said that you're looking for another alternative business. Would you check this one out? You know, cost you $250 to get started, $200 a month, overheads. You know, this is a way for you to get out of where you're at. So knowledge, getting the information, sharing it with people. I'd love to hear from you guys. What's working in your business? What's maybe holding you back in your business? We always talk about holding you back, but what's working? Daniela, you've over this last week, you've been with Rach crushing it. What's working? We want to hear from you.
What's working? I feel like knowing what I'm doing and having a really set kind of like, okay, so I know what to do, I just need to do it. It's so much better than trying to like recreate the wheel and trying to think of all this like really creative stuff in my head. And then also like every time we do this, like go through the steps and stuff, I get really excited because I just realize how easy it is really. It's like, oh, anyone can do this. And then you can really train anyone. It's so duplicatable. Yeah, so I feel like that's
Hey,
it.
awesome. Thank you so much. You know, obviously I've been chatting to Rach and she's saying how much action you're in. So what you're doing, superstar, is what it takes. So just keep doing that, you know. Hey, Rach, do you want to share about the ATM? Like, is this something that you've been doing with a few of your team and, you know, it's working really well?
Yeah. So the biggest thing is with ATM, add tag message, is that it's simple. All right. And so everybody who's starting with me, I'm just putting it in. I'm like, so what I want you to do is I want you to add any friends or family to Healthy Living that you've got. Okay. I want you to tag them in the pinned post. Hey, Lockie. Please. I want you to tag them in the pinned post and any relative articles, posts, any, you know, like shift worker goes with shift worker, mum goes with mum, and then put them in a 3-way message. All right. So it's, and people are doing it, and we're creating consultants, like instant consultants. And from the 3-way message, I'm just doing the voices, you know, they introduce and edify, and then I get on there all energetic and ask them a bit about them and just quickly share my story. And then I'm getting them on the phone from there. Okay. So these are brand new people. All right. So I guess for you guys, I want to know how you think do you think you can use this, the ATM?
Yeah, we'd love to hear that because this is something that Rach has been doing recently and it's been really working. And to have something that says ATM, like we would love to hear from you guys. Do you feel like you could duplicate that? Do you feel like it's easy? I love the head nodding. This is good.
Yep, go.
Because I've been out of loop, couldn't stream anything because I couldn't even connect to get on the call, so I have to watch the replays. But when you say the ATM, did we do it? Are you adding people that have expressed an interest, or are you just adding people?
Adding people that have expressed an interest.
Yeah.
Anyone. All right. You've got to make sure you ask them before you add them.
Yeah.
So when you look at the systems and what we currently do, like there's so many different ways to find people, to find your prospects, to start talking about Isagenix. This is like the step of getting them to take a look. All right. And getting that social edification and getting them in. You know, how many of you guys have someone just buckle up and not want to do 3-way call? Yeah. This is the bridge to that. All right.
Yeah, it definitely is. And the other thing, Rach, that I love about it is the fact that what's really challenging with 3-way calls is when you say, hey, Greg, are you free tomorrow night at 7:45 for a 3-way call? And you're like, yeah, I'm right. I'm cool. And so then you clear your diary for that time and they'd cancel. I've had that where I've had 2 or 3 back to back and 2 have cancelled, and all of a sudden I can't go out for dinner because I've got, you know, I've actually booked that time in. Whereas this way, we're using the message to then really see where they're at, and then hopefully we can get them on the call then and there, like within that minute. Nowadays, everyone's scroll. You know what was crazy the other day? Learning about, there's now a strategy to be able to It's called interrupt marketing. Can you believe that? This is what we're in right now. Interrupt marketing. I'm like, what? So because we're scrolling so much, when you're doing anything with regards to Facebook ads or marketing, having something bright, like really bright and outlandish behind you, enables someone to break their scroll. So the scroll hole that people are in, that's what it's, we're now at that point where we need to have something outlandish in the background to be able to stop people from scrolling. So think about that when you're doing this business. So what Rachel's talking about with the ATM, I love it, right? Because we're adding, we're tagging, we're messaging, we're getting them on the messenger. The thing is, people have a window, I reckon, of about a minute nowadays of when they're ready to go on the phone. Can you get on the phone now? Yeah, I can. Great, let's do it. We had a call lined up at 4 o'clock yesterday with one of our team. At 4:03, the person messaged her and said, look, I'm going to be 1 minute. You know, is it okay? No, I don't have a minute. Like, are you kidding me? Like, I've got something else to do. So that's the world that we're living in nowadays. So I was a girl yesterday in Amy's team talking about wanting to send her products back. So we had it booked in at 4 o'clock. She messaged her at 4:03. By 4:04, she didn't get back to her. She messaged her and said, now I'm out of service. Can you, ring me in 4 days? I'm like, it's just nuts. Like, maybe that's an extreme example, but I'm trying to let you guys know of 3-way calls booked in tomorrow night at 7:30. We're so busy nowadays, as in everyone's busy.
Can I just ask a question on that quickly? So I've had a couple that I've basically, I created a consultant by basically using Messenger with her people. And we never actually got onto a 3-way call. It all happened via Messenger. She was happy to do it that way. Her people were happy to do it that way. Do you think that causes an issue down the line because there's less connection?
I think it does, Fawn. I really do. But at the end of the day, we now have the IsaLife app where you can send them the link. They can sign up. Reality is, like, if they're not willing to get on a phone call, they're not willing to build this business. That's the way I look at it. Like, if they're not going to get on a phone call, like, really? Do you really want to build the business with them? So at the end of the day, if they're not willing to get on the phone, like, you've got to let them know, hey, if I can't get on the phone to you, how can I support you? So here's the pack, enroll. I'm going to be there to support you, but I really need to talk to you to go through your goals and to go through this and that and give you the support that I'm looking for. If they're not willing to do that, you can't force them, but they're not going to build your business. And they'll probably, may not have the best experience possible, but what else can you do?
So I didn't really push them to get on the phone because this girl, we were in 3-way messages and I was answering all the questions that her people had. And then they were like, okay, I'm ready to get started. So it wasn't the fact that they said, no, we don't want to get on the phone. It was just, we never actually got to that point. They enrolled before we had a chance to get on the phone. So would you
totally fine, totally fine. 100% okay with that. But the next phone call needs to be the setup call within 24 hours.
Yeah.
So 24 hours, boom, setup call, go through everything with them. Yeah, go for it, Nick.
Hey guys, I don't want to show my full face because I'm feeding, but Fawn, I just wanted to, I thought I'd bring up my past with, can you just turn this down, son? My past with what's happened with that. When I enrolled a girl, okay, she would not get on the phone at all. And I'm not going to mention names. And what happened was, she was started to build a business. It was great. Then she found someone that wanted to build the business. And all of a sudden, that girl didn't want to get on the phone. Then that girl found someone, and it can continue to go down the line. And then what kind of happened, I thought I was in great momentum. And Greg kept telling me, you've got to get them on the phone, Nikita. You've got to get them on the phone. And I know now I did not try hard enough because what's happened was I did not meet and I did not speak to all these people. And I may have spoke to them like on Messenger, but it wasn't the same. And now it's just blown back up in my face. And now I know 100% I need to speak to, you need to speak to people on the phone and continue it, because now I have people that will enroll and I don't even know who they are, or people, they'll just be like, oh, someone's pack's been sent back. And I'm like, who are they? Who done that? Who were they? And it was all because I could not get this one person to get on the phone. And I know this person, when you signed up, it wasn't that they didn't want to, it just happened. I 100% just get them on the phone. If they didn't straight away, 48 hours, within 48 hours, get them on. Because if I could go back, I swear I should have spoke to every single person, because I'm regretting it now.
Yeah, it definitely duplicates whatever you do. So think of that way. That's why this 5-star service, when you guys go through it with each of your new customers, draw a line in the sand and just every person you enroll, go through this process, teach your team this process. You will have, I believe, an unstoppable, duplicatable business. You'll have customers that are happy. You'll have high retention. You'll have people reordering. You'll have people getting results where they're going to share. Like, I know that if we, as a team, Team Free, become the best team in the whole of Isagenix that supports their people and being known for that, like, that's exciting, because I'm hearing some things throughout the world of Isagenix, of especially now with Instagram and the new IsaLife app, people are enrolling through a link and not getting supported. They're jumping on someone's team because they look great from the outside and not getting supported. And that's huge. It is really huge that if we look at our team and go, you know what? Imagine if we just made a decision now that we're going to support our people the best. Like, we're going to give them the best support. We're going to plug them into the pages. We're going to support them. We're going to do a setup call. We're going to go through their goals. We're going to check in with them. We're going to call them basics. We're going to check in on their day 13 to 14. We're going to make sure they get their auto ship sorted. Imagine that duplicates. What do you think, Rach?
It's good. It's good.
And it's not that much work to really look after someone compared with not. It's a half an hour, 15, like I did that setup call in 15 minutes, right? 15 minutes that setup call takes. When you go through that setup call script, it takes 15 minutes.
I think I'd really love people just to really do an inventory of where they're spending their time, like, and come back to us individually and show me how you spend a day. Like, I'd actually love to see it. And then maybe we can help you spend your time on things that are actually going to get you a bigger return. And looking after your customers is a massive return. And finding people to get started is a massive return. And helping people enroll is a massive return. All right?
Yeah, they're huge. They're all huge.
If you want to, if you want to do your 24 hours in a day, do it for 2 or 3 days and come back and sit down with us and we'll have a look and see how you go. Okay, you'll be surprised. I'm surprised with myself. So yeah.
So that's an hour, guys. If you guys want to stay on, I'm more than happy to workshop things with you guys. But we really appreciate each and every one of you. We really do. Like, we love our team. You guys have got your own teams, but just to see you guys be on this call for 6 weeks, go through this process. The idea is to fast track your skills. So hopefully through the 6 weeks, your skills have improved. The cool thing is we've got our page now set up so that in the future, if you want to use this page, you can plug people in and they can just go through some of the videos, so you can plug them in and they can check out some of the trainings that we're doing, these calls where you've got people sharing. But I really feel like we're on the verge of definitely having a system that's going to be very duplicatable and simplistic. And especially the 5-star service, we're already started to see the duplication happening. It's really exciting to have a brand new person and you don't tell them how to enroll someone or how to get them added on Healthy Living and welcome them on Healthy Living and set up a three-way call. Like, it's mind-blowing when you don't have to do that work with your people. Like, it saves you hours and hours and hours. And the whole idea is most of you are working a full-time job, right? Most of you. So you're trying to do this in the pockets of your life. So you need something that's leverageable, that you can do, that you can plug someone into, that helps them get started, helps them get a result. If you can get someone posting that Curiosity Facebook post on their setup call, and you make that something that's mandatory in your team, wow, watch what happens. You're going to have so much momentum of people on three-way calls and messages. It's all in that setup call script. If you go through that setup call script, it would be hard, you would be hard pressed not to have people do a Curiosity post. If you want me to jump in and do some setup calls with you guys, more than happy. I'll jump in, do your next enrollment, and happy to sit in and listen to what you're doing and go through it. So, did anyone want to share anything that's, they really wanted to break through? Love to hear. Otherwise, we can keep going and crushing our goals moving forward.
I just want to say that whenever I'm doing something like the income activity, what is it, RPAs, and I'm consistent, stuff happens. I actually enroll people, and whenever I'm not doing anything, well, nothing happens. So meaning not doing anything is if I spend my time everywhere else but actually sending out messages, approaching people directly or prospecting them or connecting, it doesn't happen. So it's really, I don't have any excuses why, my business isn't growing when it is not growing, because I know I'm not doing the income producing activities. So that's what it comes down to. We've got all the tools, and if we have a big enough why, everyone has to have their own, obviously, and it's got to be a burning one to make you move on. But the tools we have, everything that you guys have done for us, the support that's there, my goodness, like really, we have everything we need. So it's really just our own personal issue, whatever it is, that either makes us move on or makes us justify why we aren't where we want to be. So I just thought I'd share that one.
No, thank you, Rena. Appreciate that. And it is the only difference between every one of us is mindset. That's the only difference. We all got the same products, the same comp plan. It's exactly the same. So why is someone earning $40,000 a week and someone earning $4 a week, and they've been in the business the same amount of time? What's the difference? It's just mindset. It's go, Urena.
Yeah, actually, one more thing, because when I was in the old Amway thing, we actually had this guy who was big not millionaire also, and he shared once, he says, what is the difference between me and say somebody else that's not earning any money, because we both have the same tools and the how-tos. And he says the difference is I did the work.
No,
that's the only difference. So it's just the doing it, nothing else.
Yeah, it is Uranus doing it over and over and over, and it's doing it when you don't want to do it. That's the big one, is doing it when you don't feel like doing it. Like the amount of times that I've not felt like doing a call or a three-way call or a message or like the amount of times, you got no idea. Like, it's not like every day I wake up, high five myself and go, yes, let's go do this, and can't wait to do every call and every message, and I can't wait to face my fear today, and I can't wait to feel uncomfortable, and I can't wait for someone to say it's a pyramid scheme, and I can't wait for someone to send their products back. Like, it's not great, right? But it's like, what are you doing when you're not feeling like doing it? Are you on the couch? Are you putting a TV show on? Or are you just gritting your teeth and doing the 3. Because that is the difference. It's not when everything's flowing well. It's not when it's all going awesome. It's when it's tough. It's when you've got the mental doubts. It's when you don't want to go to the gym, but you go. That's what separates you from where you are to where you want to go. That is the gap. If you're uncomfortable, if you're demotivated, and you're listening to those stories, you're going to stay in exactly the same place as where you currently are. Your mind is designed to keep you exactly where you are, by the way. It's exactly designed to keep you safe. So know that what you guys are doing, you're pushing the boundaries of the uncomfortable zone. And you're going to get self-sabotage, you're going to get negativity, you're going to get every single thing thrown at you through this process. Every single thing is going to get thrown at you. But know that that's when you are on the right track. When you've got negativity coming at you all left, right, and center, and you've got self-doubt coming at you left, right, and center, it means that you're moving exactly in the direction you need to be moving. You're moving towards the uncomfortable zone, which is where the great stuff is. So the old saying of get comfortable with being uncomfortable is exactly what you need to get really good at. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable every day. So right now, if you're uncomfortable sending a message, send it. If you've got someone you need to send a message back to, send it. Do the thing that's uncomfortable, and that's the bridge that's going to get you to where you want to go. So hopefully that helps. You guys are awesome. We're back at Monday Night Call. Rach is away for the next 2 weeks, so I'll organise some of our legendary leaders and people who want to share this Monday and next Monday. But we are back Mondays at 8 o'clock, back by popular demand. This was just sort of something that we threw in the middle just to see who wanted to jump in and fast track their skills. So it's awesome. Can't wait to see you guys on Monday. Hokey Pokey, how good does that thing taste? Far out. That is so good. Have you done Hokey Pokey and chocolate?
I made the donuts.
The what?
The donuts.
What do you mean?
The Hokey Pokey donut recipe. Haven't you seen that?
Oh, that's right. I saw it floating around, but no, I didn't. Was it good?
Yeah, it was good. It's nice because you feel like you're eating something naughty, but you're not.
I might try it.
Yeah.
Hokey
And
Pokey
with the icing and everything, you make the icing with Greek yogurt and a scoop of vanilla shake. And I used a piping bag and made it all look rough. I'll put a photo up.
Nina, you need to make them and do a launch party and invite me.
All right. I thought to myself,
why don't you do a Hokey Pokey donut night?
They were delicious. Yeah. That recipe makes 6, just for anyone who wants to know how many it makes. So I had a tray of 6 donut templates or whatever they are, molds. So that recipe makes 6. So if you want to make 12, then double the recipe.
Awesome. All right.
Question really quick.
Yeah, Danielle, go.
Because Isagenix messed up our order, so I ordered 5 tomato and basil thingers, whey thins, and they sent me 5 Hokey Pokeys, but because they messed it up, they're sending me the whey thins anyway, and I get to keep the Hokey Pokeys. So Mum and I were thinking maybe we should do like the next 5 enrollments or whatever, like do sort of like a promotion, like the next 5 enrollments get a free Hokey Pokey or something, or would you do something different?
No, I would definitely not do that because
then they stop ordering.
Yeah, you're essentially giving them $50, $60 worth of product. I would be looking at doing more of a collective thing. So potentially, getting your whole entire team, if they get an enrollment in the next 7 days, everyone who gets an enrollment in the next 7 days, goes in the draw to win a Hokey Pokey.
Okay.
You've got Fiji as well. So you're in the mix of Fiji. So in order to get your points up, you could potentially say whoever orders over 200 BV for October for their auto ship goes in the draw to win a Hokey Pokey.
Okay.
But the thing is with Hokey Pokey, right, is that in 3 months' time, there's going to be no Hokey Pokey anywhere in the world.
Mhm.
If you've got 5 Hokey Pokeys in your household and no one else has Hokey Pokey, then the value of that Hokey Pokey goes up. Yeah?
Yeah.
Like, that thing goes up a lot. You might be able to sell a container for $1,000. I'm just joking. But, like, do not give that Hokey Pokey away just for an enrollment. Like that, you're devaluing what you have in your hands. You need to hold that thing until next year and maybe have a Hokey Pokey opportunity for anyone who buys a celebration ticket, or anyone who gets a UAA ticket in your downline goes in the draw to win a Hokey Pokey.
Okay.
All right. So something along those lines.
Yeah.
Needs to be something epic for him to get a Hokey Pokey off you.
Yeah. All right, sweet. Thank you.
Anytime. All good. You guys all good? We believe in all of you, by the way. Every one of you. Every one of you. Just 5-star service, look after your people, tag them in Healthy Living, tag them on Team Free, get them messages.
Just want to say thanks to you and Rage for all the work that you put in. Like, you really put in a lot of work, and it's very much appreciated. And thanks, Rach, for mentoring Danny the last couple of days. She said she was shadowing you all day today. She really enjoyed watching you. So
she needs to be able to drive.
Yes, I know. Next week, 2 weeks, I think, and she's done. She's got her license. Well, she goes for her license.
I want to give a big shout out to Daniela. Big shout out to you, Daniela, for that, because, you know, just by being around Rach, you're going to become a completely different person. So the reality is the people you hang around with the most, the 5 people you hang around with the most, is where your mindset is and where your income level is going to be at. So get around Rach. She's a 7-figure income earner. Your income will go up, right? You know, if you haven't enrolled anyone, get around Rach, get around some of the other leaders that are really crushing the enrollment, right? Be around the people you want to become. And when you become them, get around someone else that you want to become. So you just keep looking for people to be around that you look up to. If you're around people that look up to you, you're not going to grow. So your mum's pretty cool to hang around with. Maybe you don't want to hang around with your mum all day, but, you know, she's pretty awesome. But get around people like Rach, and in those circles of, you know, Isagenix people that are crushing it. Not that are your age that aren't crushing it, but people that are dominating it, where you want to head. All right. Awesome. Thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate it. Thanks, Fawn, for doing the recording. Rachie, always. See you guys Monday night on the team call. We've got 3-way calls. Honestly, we can just clear out our books for 3-way calls, so just keep those things coming. See you guys soon.